Hi everybody, welcome back to another voiceover read. Damn, I haven't done this in a while. So, I have water. My throat hurts. Or my mouth is parched, so I'm thirsty. So today's book, I'm like low-key deciding on which one I should read. So here's a Sally Face One Shorts book. And oh shit. This is a lemon. I didn't read that. Okay, so I wanted to bring back a little bit nostalgia for everyone. You know, I'm gonna read one Sally Face, one Shorts for you guys. I'm gonna read one. And then you comment down below and let me know if you want more, and I'll see what I can do. So your backstory. Oh whoa. Okay. I'm trying to find one that's not like something I've read before. Hey, pretty stranger. This one has 12 parts. And I think I'm only gonna read chapter 1, Addison Apartments. So I'm gonna read this one. Then I'm gonna get to the nostalgia part of the video. Nostalgia, maybe? I don't know. I'm awakened by someone or something shaking me wickedly. Weighing in. Come on, baby, it's time to go. I heard a familiar female's voice call my name. I fluttered my eyes open, but sprinted them close again because in my room was bright ceiling light. I feel that pain a lot. I blink a few times to get my eyes to become used to the light and finally open them to see my mother leaning over me. Mother? I asked this was in a sleepy voice. Mother? You said in a sleepy voice sitting up. Good morning, darling. We must leave for our flight now. My mother caressed my cheek before moving out of the way, allowing me to get up. I looked out my window to see if it's pitch black, and then I glanced at my one-dial clock next to me on my side to see what time it is. 1:40 a.m.? Up, ready! My mother smiled as she rushed out of bed. I couldn't help but smile, even though I wasn't very excited about leaving this place. Okay, I giggled as I pushed myself out of bed. My mother leaves my room, and I walked towards my old desk that I'll be leaving here where I pulled out an outfit and put one in my suitcase. I picked up the dress and laid it out and folded it. I chose a more comfortable outfit, so I chose a plain white dress that has skinny bow stripes and a white belt to extend my curves. I adjusted my belt as I jogged to the side of my bed and then grabbed my medium white suitcase that carried inside everything I wanted to entertain myself on the flight to Knoxville and the drive home there. Not 6 feet tall. The backpack holds such things such as books, my sketchbook, coloring pencils, and regular pencils. It's been a really big wish of mine since ever to have a Game Boy, but my mother and father won't allow it. Is all wanted me when I asked. I slit my backpack's right strap. Oh yeah, also I'm gonna be reading a couple of Travis X reader shit soon. So I'll be ready because why not? Travis is baby. Me sounding like a simp, crazy bro. Over my right shoulder and jogged to my bedroom door. I opened it and walked out the stairs towards the direction. After 10 seconds of waiting for my room, I reached the stairs and hopped down. Wine in, my father called out. I sprinted my eyes out of relax because of how loud it was. I'm here. My dad turns to see me standing at the bottom of the stairs looking at him. Oh well, it's time to go. My father repeats what my mother said. Not that long ago. Yeah, I've been told. I give him a weak smile. I just turn to my door and my mom walks through it. I took a few seconds before she hits me with the door and she apologizes. "Sorry, sweetheart, I didn't see you." She gives me a light-hearted smile with a chuckle and walked to me, placing an upper hand on my upper back and pushing me a gentle push to the door, which I thought they were in Knoxville already. I allowed her to push me out. We got to the car. I opened the back seat door and jumped inside. I placed my backpack next to me and flung my arm around it, keeping it close to my side. Wait as my parents got in the car. My mother got in the passenger seat and my dad sits in the driver's seat. Then we were all settled and buckled in and we drove off. I sat in the back quietly looking out the window. I slowly began to fall asleep in some stream of thoughts. Why did we move? I wanted to stay in my real home. The place I grew up in, all those memories of me and my friends laughing. Even the bad memories, like when my parents would fight or they would yell at me just because they were having a bad day. It's mostly my dad that does that, but sometimes my mom has a really bad or tiring day and she just needs to let it out some stress. My dad does it because he can. He's the man of the house, so he does what he wants. I hate when he does that. It's so stuck in the 60s. He made me what I'm doing today. I'm not entirely sure if that's a good thing. He made such a goody two. He can be such a goody two shoes. So basically, I never want to break the rules or and I always have good grades, which, yeah, good grades and not breaking the rules is good, but, like, I can be free, I can have fun, even the slight lower grades than an A or a 4+. Y'all let me know if that exists in y'all school, because it doesn't in mine. I mean, you can get a 50 and a 0, and that's pretty much it. You can work for the grade if you have a 50, but it make no sense. But, like, I can't be free, can't have any fun. Okay, read that part. All psychology is on me, so I've learned to follow the rules and work hard, even if it means staying up all night. I learned to keep my mouth shut, and I dress like I'm from the old parts of from the 80s or whatever, because it's inappropriate to wear a dress above your knees, my dad said. My mom, not wanting to get into another argument with him, just agrees, but my clothes were still pretty much to style now, so my clothes do fit much everyone else's, sorta. My mom, she once known as a housewife. My mother has trained me to be a housewife too, but I don't plan on being one at all. I act like I would be a good wife, that is, but it's not only what I do to avoid other screaming matches or something worse. I want to find true love, but my father wants me to be with someone like a jock or a stupid jock that has terrible grades. And all the girls want, even though he's a total jerk to the same girls. I don't want a guy like that. Ring a bell, drive it. Okay, I'm gonna shut now. Eventually my thoughts are drowned out by the sound of my father trying to get my attention. Whine in. He leans back and pushes my arm a little too harshly, making me shot my head back towards him and look at him. Tom! What was Sal's dad name again? I can't remember. It was something. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. My mother adjusted his harshness towards me. My father and I haven't really had a really good relationship with each other. Well, we would if he wasn't always so against me, like I'm always a burden to him. A problem that he knows he can't get rid of, but he still tries to. Yes, Father? I asked, ignoring the harsh above what my father gave me. He doesn't respond, but instead a sort of sweet kind of voice. Tusk. We're at the airport, sweetheart. Oh, it's my mother. Oh, we're at the airport, sweetheart. My mother turned and looked at me, then smiled. Okay. I smiled for a second, then I left it all back down. I grabbed a hold of my bag straps and threw it over my shoulder. Once again opening up the car door, I placed my left foot on the cement parking lot ground, then the next foot, then finally stepping out fully, shutting the car door above me. I don't know. I gripped the strap of my backpack tightly, taking a deep breath and smiling nice to the core, letting it out. My parents gets out of the car too, grabbing bags full of their most needed stuff, such as clothes, shoes, accessories, and whatever they feel they need to put in there. I continued to look at the outside of the airport, nothing in movement, just staring. I'm sorry about the background noise, y'all. Pink suitcase in front of me. I looked at her, mumbling a thank you before grabbing the handle to my mother and giving her thank you. I could feel the cold running off the suitcase from in the air in chilly fall. My parents began walking, and that makes me quickly begin to move a few close steps behind them. My suitcase trails behind me as I grip it with my right arm, as well as my shoulder. My mother keeps looking back every now and then to make sure I'm still behind them. Well, questioning my father? He doesn't even spare me the slightest glance. I look at my feet as they tread forward and back and forth, and then repeating as we walk to the double doors of the airport. They slid open as the motion sensors detected anyone in front of it. We walked through the huge building, heading through a room and passed by ports and everything, and waiting for our flight. As I finally sat, I glanced at the time of the clock on the Knoxville clock wall, and it was 7:45 a.m. It read, "Our flight is at 6 in the morning, so we have about an hour to kill." My suitcase stands towards me and my backpack sits on my lap as I open the back and find something entertaining myself. Maybe a book? Reading a book sounds really nice and calming, which is just what I needed right now. Something to calm myself down with in such a great way passing time. Anytime I read, it's like the whole world around me just evolves. Although I hate doing this on a school night. No sound, no people, just me and the book. I like it that way. It gives me a chance to let go of my stress and all the people that scares me or all the people that stress me out. I open my favorite book and begin to drive in my world imagination. Comment down below what's your favorite book. Me personally, I like Dorky Diary. And yeah, that's pretty much my favorite kind of books. Or romance. Anything romance, drama, action, name it, I love it. Finally, the time to get out on our plane came. We grabbed our things and made our way into the plane. The plane would be taking me to my new home in Knoxville. I sat in my seat as I looked out the window seat, whistling. My mother sat beside me. My father sat in the next row over, but all in all, sat next to my mother. My mother and I sat on the left side of the airplane. My dad sat in the middle. My suitcase is in the shed bin above us. Willing, my backpack sits on my lap. Still, I leaned my head on the wall next to the airport's window as we took off. Eventually, after a while of being stuck in my thoughts, I sat freewheeling, falling into a deep sleep once I waited to be dropped off in my new home. And that's that. So if you guys want me to continue this book, let me know. I would read 2 parts, but... So the next one is called 6 Feet Tall. I have no clue what it's called that. Who knows? But, if you guys want to see this, it's a Self-Feature X... Oh, I didn't see that part. Hey, pretty stranger. Self-Feature X Reader X Larry Johnson. Oh, shit. Okay, so if you guys want to know, it's, I'll put it on the screen this time. It looks like this. If you want to read it ahead, it's fine. Here's the definition for it. The book, like, not the definition, about it. Stay away from them. Travis states in the most serious tone he could have, pointing up. Don't be mad, Travis. I'm not taking your brew man from you, mate. Yo, they not, okay, look. Calm down, Travis. Calm down a little bit. We're not taking stuff from you. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, we are. Pointing to a brown boy-haired, taller boy sitting next to him, but mostly him. He points to other male beside him, an electric blue-haired boy. Electric. His hair is, like, really light. I would like to say sky blue. So, yeah, that's... Yeah. You're moving from Toronto, by the way. Ready to begin her life their life in North Carolina. She meets a ton of new friends along the way with her beautiful and kind personality, but she meets 2 Pacific males. She meets Kawhi, who just love to tease their new mouse. Henry. His name was Henry, y'all. YB. Guys, I said this today's episode would get a little nostalgic. So I'm gonna live up to my promise, and we're gonna do a little bit of nostalgic things, some things that are, y'all. Okay, so this book I am going to save for. So this one's called Promises. Larry Johnson X Sally Face X Reader. I'm gonna save that for another time. So the nostalgic book today. Today's book is a Cuphead X Reader book. Yay! Not really nostalgic. Is that nostalgic, you guys? I don't know if it is. Is Cuphead nostalgic? Maybe not. I might have to read another nostalgic book. You know what? That's not really nostalgic. Is it? The nostalgia. It is nostalgic. Cuphead is very nostalgic. So it's a Cuphead X reader book. Oh god. Yeah, guys, so this is today's book. It's this, and like I said, I have other books. If you guys don't like this one, I have other choices of books, on my channel at least. You guys, I'm trying to get my schedule together. Okay, guys. So today's book today is I said that twice. What the hell? Like I said, it's a Cuphead X Reader book. Yay. So, yeah. We're gonna read that. Let's read it. It shouldn't be bad. It's gonna be a long ride. Prepare. Also, just to mention, this is the casino cups. If they would have, I actually don't know. If they were to be caught by, I'm assuming the devil. I have not. I need a recap on this fandom because I don't remember nothing. Alright, guys, this is called Try Your Luck, Cuphead X Reader. If you want a little definition on this one, just like definition on the Sally one. Wynann applies for a job at the Devil's Casino and means a certain cup that would change her life. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's get started. Warning, I do not sound like Cuphead and Mugman. I don't sound like those two. I'm gonna try my best. Voice acting's not my thing. I'm gonna give it to you. Let's start, yeah? It's like this is reference, I don't know. Only 5,000 souls this year. I say aloud reading the file that was directly delivered to me by an imp. I knew those 2 damn cups were up to no good. Knock, knock. I don't. Shit. You know what? I'll just add knocking sound effects. It's all good. I can't hear you. Can't you hear that I'm busy? Sorry, boss. It's me, DOS. Dice. Comes the reply. My face flashes with embarrassment as I run my temples. Right, come in. I say. He enters a copy of the same paper I have. We need to talk about this, he says, sitting on a chair across from the desk. Cornell. I hit my nail. Normally we bring in millions, he says sadly. What happened? It's the Cup Boys, I assume. I reply. Why would it be that? Excuse me. Why would it be them? He requires. Because they drive our business out with their antics, I reply. Well, that won't be tolerated any longer. I'll make sure Cuphead's on his best behavior. You better, I scrawled. Terrible. He's slightly disturbed for a moment, but shakes it off. Anyways, to fix last year's problem, the imps have been searching far and wide for new employees, he said, shoving the paper into his pocket. Great, I replied. Maybe we'll finally get enough of souls to keep this place open. And maybe if we have enough of money, I could kick the cups out once and for all. Oh, come on, Lucifer. You're not serious, considering that you are. Devious. Well, they're our best employees. We got nothing without them. Plus, you really can't even afford to lose them, he replies. I guess. The door slams open and a sweaty Mr. Devil, Mr. Dice, he panics. There's someone you need to meet. We both jump up. Who? Please don't be Gabriel. Please don't be Gabriel. Please don't let it be Gabriel. Another imp appears behind him. Your new employee. Wine in. New employee? Looking at me. Lucifer, you didn't. No. I replied, waving my hands in front of him. I didn't hire anyone without asking you. Well, yes, I suppose she isn't your employee yet, the imp says. But she's very talented and has experience in jobs like these. I'm sure you love her. Bring her in, I reply. The imp leaves, and I'm along with King Dice, staring at me awkwardly. You may leave now, I say to him. Alrighty, I guess we'll talk later. 12 p.m. sharp? Thanks. He walks out, and the new employees push through the doors. They stand across from me, looking scared and determined at the same time. Good morning, Winen. Isn't it a lovely day to collect souls? We're just starting. So this is a knife you poke people with and they slowly die. I have no clue what her ability... I'm guessing that's her ability. So you have a knife, their ability. My bad. I am so sorry. I don't... Guys, I'm sorry if my brain... I'm sorry if I get stuff up mixed, you know. So basically you have a knife and you poke people with it and they slowly die. I don't know. Winen's proof. 30 minutes ago. I rolled back and looked at my alarm clock. Crap! I said aloud, panicking, raising my voice. It's 10 p.m. I have to be at my interview in 15 minutes. As I pulled up one of my favorite dresses, I slightly cursed myself for being so dumb and not setting an alarm. I ran to the bathroom where I had a shower and brushed my teeth and hair. Then I grabbed a granola bar out of my pantry and took off running across the third ink island, dodging random citizens and using the shortcuts I already knew about. From before I journeyed across lawns, before buildings, and jumped over fences. Finally, I arrived at the casino. Pushing the two gold doors open, I was met with the lobby and a receptionist as I told her why I was here. The receptionist told me to wait, and I sat down on the couch, slowly drifting off to sleep. Ma'am, please wake up. A boy was shaking me. What? I said, halfway asleep. He grabbed both of my hands and patiently jerked me off the couch. I'm a henchman of one of the devil's henchmen, he says. I'm surprised at his strength for being such a small imp. I'm Winen. I'm here for a job interview, I said, rubbing my eyes. I know, Them says. Them replies, still dragging me along. I came to get you. We've reached what I can only guess is the devil's office, and he stops dragging me. Mr. Devil, henchman banging on the door. The door opens by itself. From what I've heard, the devil has the most powerful magic in the land. I'm shoved aside aggressively. The door closes across me. A chair spins around to reveal the devil. Good morning, Winen. Lovely day for collecting souls, isn't it? He says, lighting a cigarette. Yes, of course. He sits down on his throne across the room. Here, this is going to work. I'll ask you a few questions, and if you have good answers to them, I'll let you work here. And if you don't, you're getting booted out of here, and you're never coming back, he explains. Deal? Deal, I reply, not showing any nervousness. Do you have any experiences working in a casino or restaurant? I was a waitress at Seaside Eats, the seafood place in downtown Inkwell. Why do you want to work here? It has good pay. If you fail to perform your duties here, I'll take your soul and you'll be in debt to me forever. Is this a commitment you're willing to make, Winen? Yes. Well, welcome to the Devil's Casino. Staff starting tomorrow. You'll be working as a waitress until the day you die, he says, and I sense happiness in his voice. Well, what? I'm at loss for words. Thank you so much, Mr. Devil. I won't disappoint you. Good, he says, grinning. Now, why don't you take a look around the casino? Technically, work doesn't start till tomorrow, and you might want to take a look so you can find where everything is. I waved goodbye and walked out of the restaurant feeling proud of myself for the job. Shit, hide. I hear her voice as soon as the door opens. I feel so and step behind me a fake palm tree as fast as lightning. I rolled my eyes. You can come out now. Two boys with the cupheads step out from behind the fake palm trees on either sides. I scroll at them. Are you eavesdropping on my interview? I said, tapping my foot on the floor and waiting for an answer. Well, yeah. Well, you see, No, 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 Cuphead, the blue one says impatiently. Just tell her. Fine, the red one says, glaring jugs at the blue one. We wanted to know if we were going to get a new employee, so we eavesdropped on you. I shook my head and extended my hand for my name. Weinen, and you? The red, Cuphead, the red one shaking my hand. Mugman. Okay, I gotta work on this. Mugman, the blue one says, repeating his brother's actions. We're waiters at the casino bar and the restaurant. Sorry about this. No, it's fine. You can make it up to me if you show me around, I reply with an evil grin. Oh, making deals here, are we? Cuphead says, grinning back. I suppose we could. This casino isn't that big. Boom. Not bad. This is the first day. Me and Cuphead and Mugman alternate one afternoon, and night shifts. Today I was on a morning shift. Of course, they still came to the casino, so they could either mess around with other stuff or keep me company. Of course. So, whining, Cuphead says, jilling to the other side of the bar. I'm cleaning. Got any plans after work? Why are you here? I snickered. He looks the slightest bit of embarrassed for a moment, but then shakes it off. Me and Muggs are going to the ice cream place, and we and Muggs were going to get ice cream and chill at our place. If you can, Jibble to tell to let him off early, he says with a mischievous grin. I smile. Now, you're speaking of my language. My shift's done in 2 hours. This is going to be a long day. You two are on bathroom duty, I ask. Notching Cuphead and Mugman's each carrying a plunger and a bucket. Cleaning supplies. Yeah, Mugman replied. This is normal Chimes and Mug's job. But, they're sick today, so we're doing it for them. Keep us company, Cuphead chimes in. Can't leave the bar unattended, boys, I reply sadly. Just wanted to add that part for extra sads. I don't know why. Just call me Miss Martin and get her to leave with a deal, or I have no clue what that word is. Or just leave a note, he says, nudging my shoulder. He hands me a red notebook that he uses for taking orders in the restaurant. As I scribbled out a note, then out of the counter. Alright, let's go. We stop at the girls' bathroom and they barge in. Cleaning service! Cuphead bells earring a giggle from me. No one replies. All clear. Mugman replies, taking out the glass cleaner and wiping down the mirrors. Why do we have to do this? Cuphead complains, grabbing him up from the supply bucket. The people who use these bathrooms aren't children. They know how to clean up after themselves. Mugskin doesn't even have hands, I pointed out, hearing a chuckle from the both of them. Nice one, whining, Cup says, patting my back. Nice one. I'm serious. The man's bathroom must be disgusting, I said, nudging Muggs. He smiles. I normally use the employees' bathroom. They're supposed to be off limits, but no one really minds. I stay back for another 30 minutes, Prince at the sink talking to the boys. Well, when they finish the girls' bathrooms, they move into the man's. I make a conscious decision to stay outside and wait for them to be done. After they're done, it's nearly 5 p.m. in the afternoon. I'm so tired and I feel like I'm going to collapse. Hey, you look exhausted. Yeah. Hey, you look exhausted. As if he came to read my mind. How about we go get a break in the breaker room and dribble the dice to let us off early? Mugman rolls his eyes and smiles. I'm sure for it. I'm sure with an extra energy is Ken Master. We all walk down the hall, Cuphead in the middle, arm in arm with me and Mugman. I see a dark hallway with a sign that says, Keep Out, written in huge bold letters. I look over at Cuphead for answers, but he just shrugs. It's nothing. The devil will probably banish you to hell further down than we sure are if you go in there. I'm knocking on the door. Once we arrived at the breaker room, it's chaos as always. Wheezing and Chips, our arm was wrestling. Pips and Dot are arguing over who the hell knows what. King Dice and Planet are talking and consuming unhealthy amounts of alcohol. But it makes no difference to them since it says they're immortal and they're pretty much immune to the effects. Professor and Mr. Chimes are yelling at each other. Yeah, chaos. Cuphead pulls me out of the way just in time as his shoe comes flying towards me. Thanks, I said, dusting myself off. No problem. Dibs on not axing King Dice. Dibs! Mugman echoes. What? What? I start about, we just got together. Champion's cup. Cheapskates. Cuphead tosses his, nudging my shoulder. Baby, I tease back, nudging him. We walk over to where King Dice and Plan Jar. Hey Dice, can you spare a minute? Oh, this is Cuphead. Hey Dice, can you spare a minute? Cuphead asks. This looks important. Be back later, chimes as he says, and he's penning up from the table and walks away. What? Can't you see I'm busy? He asks. Well, it's you three. What can I do for you? So you know how Mugs and the workers, late shift, right? Cuphead starts, and Cubs just got off the afternoon shift. I continued. Well, I get off early so I can hang out with these two for the night around. I'll work around town with the 3 hours tomorrow when I have the morning shift. I promise. Mugman finishes. Well, in separation, I'll laugh at the timing if they weren't so nervous. Alright, fine. Get out of here before I change my mind, he says with a grin. Wow, that's great, Cuphead says, still licking his ice cream. Yeah, I agree. Thanks for taking me along with you. No problem, Cuphead replies. Not Cuphead, Mugs. That was fun. They walk me home into my apartment, and the first thing I notice is an invention letter in my mailbox. I feel like I might just faint. I don't read any farther. What's wrong? Cuphead asks, running over. You look like you're gonna faint. I hold up the letter for him to see. Oh God, whining, he says, pulling me into a hug. I'm sorry. What happened? I'm so sorry. What happened? Mugs cuffs running to us. I'm homeless, I say quietly. Well, not for long. I'll help you. Oh, never mind. This is Cups. Well, not for long. I'll help you. Cup says determinedly. You can stay in my apartment until this is all blows over. What? Really? I say in a passion shock. Of course. Now, let me introduce you to Misuda Casa Cuphead. No clue what that is. So I don't know how far I'm gonna read this thing. Listening. Okay, never mind. A week has passed since I started working at the casino, and it was mostly eventful. There are the occasion fights, some junk, and we had to drug out, and souls had to be collected. But other than that, like I said, eventful. Eventful. I'm still living with Cuphead, and I'm unsure what to do about my living arrangements. I'm on break when I hear the boys arguing inside the man's bathroom. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. Cup says, oh, never mind. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. Cup says, his voice no longer than a whisper. It's gonna be alright. Hold up. It's gonna be alright. Mug assures him. Of course, Mugs. You're always so passionate. No, it's not. I have another mouth to feed, and I sleep on my couch now. It's not fair. I know we're friends, but isn't this going too far? He says, struggling to keep his voice down. We get paid for a good amount of money. She'll be back on her feet in no time. Mugs replied, I guess. I can't help it. They're talking about me? Who's there? Cuphead, who's there? And I make an awkward surrounding squeak, and attempt to get away. He grasps my shoulder firmly to let me know that I'm not going anywhere, whining, I'm sorry. If you really felt that way about me all this time, why wouldn't you tell me? I shaking tears starting to spill because I can't kick you. Oh, shit. Anyways. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. If you felt that way about me all this time, why wouldn't you tell me? I have shaken tears starting to spill. Because I can't kick you out of my house when you have nowhere to go. It's a death sentence. Cuphead squirts, not caring that the tears are rolling down my face. Of course, that's Cuphead for you. As soon as I get my first paycheck, I'll move out. Then I'll be at the end of this week. Why can't you be the caring, loving friend you were when I first arrived here? I yelled. What's going on? Oh, this is King Dice. What's going on? King Dice asks. Cuphead's being a jet at whining. Cuphead. You're scaring off customers. If you don't stop, I'm gonna send you both home without pay today. Is that what you want? No, we both reply, eyeing each other. Well, damn. Enemies now, Good now, get back to work, he orders. Muggs, you're on the afternoon shift, correct? Muggs nods, following him back to the bar. Also, wine in. Oh, this is the devil. Also, wine in. The devil would like to see you in his office, if you will, Dice says over his shoulders. I tighten my skirt and fix my hair and head off to the devil's office, trying to show my trying not to show my nervousness as I do. Wine in. I've been expecting you, he says when I'm entered, not turning around. Yes, I got the message from Mr. Dice. I cringed at my choice of words. What do you need? You've been taking, just wine in. What do you need? You've been taking a lot of breaks lately, wine in, he says quietly. I shiver. And? You've also been dragging the boys into your viciousness. I think back to all the fun we had over the last week. Pranks, long walks, everything that wouldn't be tolerated here. Are you gonna fire me? And I asked in a small voice. Fire you? Fire you? Oh, I'll do a lot more than fire you. He lingers at me with the throat tights, ready to take my soul right then and there, just as the doors open. What in the hell? King Dice said, standing in the doorway. Oh, King Dice, he says, slipping away from me and pretended that he wasn't about to slit my throat or take my soul. What's up? What's up? Oh, no, it's Cuphead. It's Cuphead, never mind. What's up? What's up? Cuphead shivers, approaching beside King Dice. You seriously think you can ask that after you were about to hurt Wynon? I wasn't. We were mainly talking. Right, Wynon? His tone sends a shiver down my spine, and I agree. Yeah, mainly talking, I echoed quietly. When King Dice and Cuphead exchanged looks and then closed the door, we resumed our conversation. If you pull one more prank, leave one more note, or even talk to the Cup boys, you're gone. Actually, you're more. He leans down and shows me a reflection in his eyes, getting me my head cut off. Yeah, it's so graphic. I think I might throw up. Yes, Mr. Devil, I say quietly. He pats me on the head. Good girl. Now go home. Your shift's over. I hear the door and I look up from my spot on Cuphead's couch. I've eaten half a tub of ice cream straight from the counter, and I'm starting to feel quite sick. After hearing what he'll do to me, after hearing him take his shoes off, I burrowed back into the mountains of piles and blankets I made for myself. He sits beside me, fearing I might be sleeping, and switches to TV channel on the TV. Hey, I was watching that, I blurted, so being half awake. Are you awake? He says, moving the ice cream tub away from my face to look at me. Listen, I feel bad about the fight too, he says. But the fight is a part of life, and we need to accept it and move part of this. I rolled over. I'm not listening to this BS. Come on, Wynon. It's in the past. Just tell me what the devil did to you. I'll beat his ass. Once I'll do it again. Wait, what? You fought the devil? Before? Why haven't you told me this? His face goes as red as a straw. Just a deal me and Muggs made with him way back. Totally beat his ass. Toad look on his face. He was enmorsed. Okay then, I reply, still not looking at him. But that's not important. What important is that I miss being friends with you. I want to go back to the old times, you know. Pranks, long talks, cleaning bathrooms together. It was so much fun, he says with a sigh. Well, what about that? I say, scratching the back of my neck. The devil kinda tried to kill me and threatened to fire me because of all that. What? What? He also threatened to kill me if I would talk to you and Muggs again? I say more nervously this time. Why wouldn't you tell me this? he asks, a pin expression on his face. Because how am I supposed to? You weren't home, and if I were to talk to you at work, he'll kill me, right? I'm in no position to be scrolling you, and I'm sorry. Oh, look, this is Cuphead. Work, he'll kill me. Right, I'm in no position to be scrolling you, and I'm sorry, he replies, pulling me closer to him. This was when 3 words came to my mind that were neither path or relationships, and it hurt forever. Those words I'll never be forgetting until this exact moment. Oh shit, Doug. Loving it. At midnight, the clock will chime. He ducks, not even soon enough. A blue burst of energy hits the back of his head, sprinting his handle in two. Whoa, what's happening? Oh, chapter 4, he's back. Oh no. Is the devil trying to kill? Oh my god. Okay, anyways. At midnight, he ducks, but not soon enough. A blue burst of energy hits the back of his head, splitting his handle right in two. Whoa, 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 whoa. Blue energy? Muggs? No way Muggs would do that. That's his own brother. Oh god. Please don't be Muggs. He rolls in pain. The liquid in his cup was boiling from the sudden heat, melting. It turns around, shooting. Who did that? We see the devil and King Dice standing outside of the devil's chain armed at the window. Huh? So, reference, I had to go do something really quickly. So we're gonna start back over because I don't know where we were. Forgive me. Now, at midnight, the clock will chime. He ducks, but not as soon as a blue burst of energy hits the back of his head, splitting his handle right in two. He hauls in pain. The liquid in his cup was boiling from the sudden heat, meeting it. He turns to see who's shooting, and he sees the devil and King Dice standing outside, with the devil's trident aimed at the window. He was firing fireballs at us. Think fast. Thinking fast, Cuphead pulls the window shut and tips over the couch for us to hide. That asshole. He just won't leave us alone, will he? He grumbles. Are you okay? I wonder aloud. I'm sure there's some glue around here. Someone to fix your handle. Without thinking, I get up and dash to the kitchen where the glue probably is. Surprisingly, I'm not met with more fireballs. I look outside. Where they were once standing, and they seem to have disappeared. Cuphead flicked the couch back. I called over from the kitchen. They're gone! I frustratedly pull open the drawers, searching for anything to help me with Cup's split handle. I find a half-used bottle of super glue tape and a sling that's used for a broken arm. I got back with the stuff. I'm coming back! I shouted. He's already sitting on the couch when I get back. Have you found all the pieces of your handle? Most of them, he replies. I opened the glue bottle and picked up the first piece, largest piece, and I applied the glue to it. Does this hurt? I asked. No shit. I mean, yes, he says, blushing. He was about to say no shit. Okay, tell me if I should stop. I pressed it against his head and he whines in pain. I grabbed another piece and applied the glue to it. I stick it on the other side. He seems to be tolerating the pain now. I do the same thing with the other pieces and it seems to be stuck back in place. You look just like your brother now, I teased. I wrapped the sling around it and wrapped it into a small crack. He smells but doesn't seem gluten. Sorry. That wasn't called. Oh, sorry. He smiled but it didn't seem genuine. Sorry, that wasn't called. Sorry, that wasn't called for, I say, looking away. It's fine, he says, doing his best to put on a genuine smile. Are you sure you all I'm sure, whining. I've been through worse. He rolls up the sleeves of his uniform to reveal a huge crack on his right arm. Ow! Cups. Seemed like you heard, buddy. Yeah, badass. Yo, that's why you got sense the way you do, man. Crazy. It got chopped off during my battle with the devil. He says, chopped off? Oh, ow! He says, genuinely rubbing it. I couldn't find all the pieces to put it back together, and it just held. This. Pretty cool, huh? I smile. He's trying to lighten the mood. Ever, I say. That's not the point. Lord, that's not the point. The devil's out to get me, and we need to do something about it. I know, doll, I really do, he says. Doll? I ask, my face heating up. Uh-huh. Suits you, doesn't it? He replies, a hint of blush appearing on his cheeks as he leans back at me. He moves closer to me so our faces are only a few inches apart. Thanks, Cups. I don't know you could beats the charm. The door to the apartment opens. What is going on here? A voice scratches from the doorway. Mugs? I turn around. This isn't what it looks like. Oh, it's Cups. This isn't what it looks like. Cup shouts, pulling away from me and running over to the door. Okay. I just came to check on YNN. I heard the whole double thing fiasco? Mugman replies. Okay, just saying. If you saw or heard anything, you're dead. Oh shit. It's Cups again. My bad, y'all. Okay, just saying. But if you saw or heard anything, you're dead. He says, narrowing his eyes. Whatever. That's brothers for you. Anyways, do you have a plan? Oh my, what, why? Anyways, do you have a plan? Cuphead smiles evilly. Oh, God. Those 3 words, quit our jobs? What, but like, save it, Mugs. Wynan's life is in danger, and we can fix this. No, we can't. We just got a new island. Look at our new jobs on an island. Don't even start with me, Cuphead. Enough! I shouted loud enough for the entire Ink Island to hear us. Just enough, the both of you. I yelled. We need to find a way to knock some sense into the darn devil, and arguing isn't going to accomplish that. They nod simply. Now, Cuphead, you told me that you hurt the devil badly enough for him to surrender, correct? Well, technically it was me and Mugs, but yes, he answers. Great! How exactly did you do that? Make yourselves comfortable. Isn't it a long story? He tells me the whole story, start to finish. How him and Mugs were normal kids who lived with their grandfather and their kettle. How they stumbled into a casino one day, despite his warnings, and made a bet they wouldn't win. The devil had told them that he might upon them if they collected souls of some people in debt to him. 17, to be exact. They had exactly 2 days to do it. They ran home despite to find the other kettle and get his advice. He gave them each a potion that would make them able to shoot magic blasts from their fingers just by a snap of their fingers. They all got the souls directed by the soul connection, then refused to hand over to the devil after they fought their way into the casino and passed king dice. They had a gruesome battle, and eventually the devil surrendered. They burnt the soul contacts and lived happily ever after. A few years, they decided to take the jobs at the casino. That's how they got here. So, he gave you a magic potion? Yes, Mug replies. But the effect only lasts for 2 days. Pouring it off. We wouldn't be able to get our hands on these potions, I say, hopefully. Oh, wait. This is my name. Would we be able to get our hands on these potions? I say, hopefully. Useless pondering and imagining that help us along our way during our first deal with the devil, and one of those people who helped create those potions have any left, Mug says. Why wouldn't you just get them directly from... He died a few years ago. The same is true with our grandmother. May rest in peace. Mugman replies, simply, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Cuphead interrupts me with a hug, pulling both me and his brother into it. First thing tomorrow, he says, trying not to cry at the thought of his grandfather. Well, check with the pondering and we'll show the devil what we're made of. The casino cups on 1, 2, 3. Casino cups! Woo! Loving it. Sorry, I was supposed to sound enthusiastic doing that. Okay, so my phone is at 1% and I'm afraid for it to go dead. So I'm going to read one more and then we're going to call it an episode. I'm going to say this book has been pretty good. Not a bad book. I'm hoping this was nostalgic enough for you guys. I'm sorry if it wasn't. I tried. I don't know. I woke up one day and said, hey, let's read a Reader X Cuphead book. Why not? Casually goes on YouTube and looks up Cuphead X Reader after this, because why not? I doubt that, but might be the first one doing this. I don't know. Probably not the first one reading books to people. Something I want to do. Might become a librarian, who knows. Alright, anyways, enough of chit chat. We're on chapter 5. Okay, we're on chapter 5, anything for a friend. We set out for Pokin Temple the next morning. I'm a nervous wreck. What will we do if he doesn't have it? Cuphead places a pressuring hand on my shoulder. If he doesn't, we'll find another way, he says. Trying not to worry, but it's flooded over me like a tsunami of dread. Mugman is trying to put on a brave face, of course. But he also looks terrified. But I know he is. Deep inside. Our apartment building is in Knoxville Island, and all meaning we'll have to trek all the way back to Island after we find what we're looking for. Hey, Cups. I hope this isn't too sensitive of a topic for you, but do you ever miss the Catarado? I asked him. All the time. I take it with the hardest when we find out the news. I took it the hardest when we found out the news, he replies. Poor Cups wouldn't eat or drink for an entire week, or unless I did it with force. Our grandmother passed away long before that. She was known as the legendary Charlotte and lived as long as a ghost, haunting the islands for nearly half of her life. She died before we were born, Cup says, which here's a nod from Mugman. We miss them both, even though we never got to meet one of them. My mother died when I was little. My mother died when, this is my name. My mother died when I was a little girl, I say. She seems so healthy and happy. And all of a sudden, it seems like she was gone. And I never was the same from that day. You know how that felt. I had to go live with my father, and I've never met half of across the world I did. Fully recovering from that. Whoa, deep. Geez, sorry. I say, covering my face. I just totally unloaded on the both of you. It's fine, whining, Cuphead says, taking my hand. You know, you can talk to us about everything. We totally listen. Absolutely, Muggs agrees. Just remember that you're not alone, okay, whining? We know how it feels to lose a loved one and to be in an awful mess with the devil. He attempts to chuckle at the last part, but it doesn't sound. It sounds more like a sob. I squeeze his hand, which is tightly wrapping around mine. Please don't cry, Cuphead. It's gonna be okay. I promise. He looks back at me and just stares for a while. And then he smiles and goes back to walking. Once we've been walking for a good 3 hours, we decide to stop and take a break for a while. You realize the devil's probably tracking us right now, right? Mug says nervously. It's fine. We'll be there soon anyways. Cuphead says confidently. He says confidently. We'll be there soon anyways. Cuphead said confidently. Before I knew it, I'm falling asleep in Cuphead's lap due to the lack of sleep I got last night from worrying about today. He decides it would be better not to wake me up and falls asleep too. When I finally wake up, the sun is about to start setting. I realize that I've fallen asleep on Cuphead's lap and started blushing instantly. Thank God he's not awake. I shook Muggs and Cuphead awake and told them it's time to get moving. They agreed and recurred on agreeing. Come on, I say. We need to get going if we're gonna make it before sunset. So we started going again, walking over 2 roped bridges that hardly held themselves together, running down hills. Finally, we found it. A wrecked old weapon with a sign that reads Pockins. Oh yeah, that's in the game. Equipment. In small letters before it all, cells were final. Cuphead takes a deep breath and climbs the stairs and pushes the door open. Hello, a gruff voice says. A big pit buffalo waves at us. Well, if it isn't my 2 favorite Cups and a beautiful little lady. How's Liv been treating ya? He says with an ominous grin. Average, Muggs replies. And this pretty lady name is, and this pretty lady's name is Whinin. What about you? Pretty good. Had a lot of business lately. Instead of continuing the pointless chatter, Cuphead gets straight to the point. Listen, Pokemon, do you know what happened to any of the potions that you and the other Kellogg used to make that gave people the ability to shoot energy blasts from their fingers? He says. Poker Chin taps his chin and thought, possibly.
How about you three come in the back with me, and I'll show you what you're looking for. The back room seemed about to be 5 times the size of the shop. He had warehouse furniture, weapons. I probably shouldn't mention the names or I'll get it tracked down by the police. Yeah, everything. You do remember the potions you used to make with the Eder kettle, right? Cuphead, axes, and finishing. Yes, but we only have barreled 5 of them, and if you use them, I have 1 more here. What if we split them between us? Cuphead axes. The effects aren't proving the work if you don't drink a whole bottle. That's worth a shot. Just as Cuphead twisting the top of the glass bottle with light blue liquid pouring a shot. Stop. Cuphead looks over at him with worried eyes. You haven't paid me yet. 30 coins. Make it snappy. Cuphead sighs in relief and hands him the coins and pours a third of the liquid into his cup. Mugman does the same with roughly the same amount. Then I had the bottle to my mouth. I drank what's left, trying not to taste it, but I started gagging. Ugh! I yelled, looking at Mugs. This tastes like a dog! This tastes like dog shit! Well, mind you, pretty lady, this is not a cocktail. It's supposed to taste like the best thing you ever drunken. Oh, never mind, this is, the pig. Well, mind you, pretty lady, this is not a cocktail. It's supposed to taste like the best thing you've ever drunken, Porkman says in a mean tone as he told many people this before. Sorry, I say, with my face. Thank you. You're welcome. Come back anytime, you hear? Cuphead said, smiles and waves. See ya, pokes. We'll begin the long journey home, not stopping to rest. Once we reach the island, there's enough extremely bright signs to get us on our way. We reached the apartment complex. Go up to the 5th level of the elevator. Says our goodbyes to Mugman. Well, I say my goodbye to Cuphead. Says be ready to kick some ass tomorrow. Oh shit. My language. Say goodbye to Mugman while I say goodbye to Cups. And be ready to kick some ass tomorrow. Once we get into the apartments, we settle down on the couch with me, a salad, and that's all like my kind of chill. I make nearly a week ago that I've never gotten out of the fridge. Cuphead with a small bowl of chips. Hey, whinin'? He asks, can I ask you something? My heart skipped a bit. My heart skipped a beat. Of course, anything. I say, trying to calm. How do you know what dog shit tastes like? Phil, epic Phil. Well, we're gonna end that off on a funny note. Well, guys, thanks for watching. That was that, or listening. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed the pictures that have showed up on this screen so far. The art's not mine. It's the creators. I'll plop the book on the screen if you want to read it yourself, and love you guys bunches. And if, like I said, if you want to see more to that one Sally Face book and the other one, let me know. And if you want to see another part to this, of course, let me know, or leave likes. I'm not sick. I am going through some things, so yeah. And that would be that video. This will be that video. And bye. I love you guys a lot. Yeah, stay safe. And see you on another nostalgic episode of bullshit. And like I said, sorry my schedule's the way it is. It's a school week, and it's mainly why. So bye. Love you guys.